the thing that I like this week that was better than last week. Nobody gave up. So
at the end of the day, I've been doing this long enough to know nobody cares, even if that's the case.
Is that a certainty your quarterback is he in?
I'm not going to get into all the next year scenarios. I'm just going to say that 7-9 is a step forward. Statistically, I think we took a step forward. We got to get a lot of guys healthy, and we got a lot of things to look at and evaluate before we start making any assumptions.
Negative 47% chance that they were going to draft somebody in my mind.
I think it's time for some fresh air.
Drive. This has been the 16-play drive for the Raiders. Well, here's a seminal point in the game and maybe the season as the Raiders try to get that first victory. Derek Carr tries to come up with the moment of his young career. First and goal to go 9-yard line. In the shotgun. Carr's going to throw. Pumps. Looks end zone. The Raiders at last have won a football game.
That just says about the fight in this team. To be able to do it, I'm just so happy for my teammates. To see them smile, we're running the ball good, and him come back to the huddle fired up, feeling good about themselves. That's the kind of stuff that fires me up. That was awesome.
All right, let's get into this. Let's do this, man. How is everybody doing? How you guys feeling? All right, a few things I want to talk about. But one thing, I'm just going to start off with this. I'm going to pull this little deal up here real quick for you guys. I want everybody to think about the coaches that we've had since, I'd say, Hugh Jackson in 2012 or 2013. Josh Dubow put it out, but I know there's a lot of people that are excited, so I'm just going to kind of read this off real quick. Raiders coaches hired by Mark Davis, and I said Hugh Jackson because we all remember when the great Al Davis passed away when Hugh Jackson was our head coach. Dennis Allen 8-28, Tony Sperano, rest in peace, 3-9. You guys remember when Tony Sperano buried the football? Back in Oakland, maybe needed to go dig up that football or something. I don't know, but rest in peace, Tony Sperano. I did like him. Jack Del Rio, 25-23, John Gruden, 22-31, Rich Bisaccia, 7-5, Josh McClown, 9-16, Antonio Pierce, 9-17. You got to look at how many of those coaches, as they came in and as they left, how many of those coaches got done dirty? How many of those coaches actually had a fair shot? If you guys are being honest with yourselves, probably most people won't be honest. But let's just rewind time a little bit and let's remember what has happened to this fucking team since Al Davis passed away. May Al Davis rest in peace.
Okay, listen up, guys. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. It's been a hard 24 hours, and I've let on to you guys. Losing that man hurt me more than you know. But you know what? Just like I told you, I know he loves you guys. Just like he loves his coaching staff and his organization. And that man, that was a hell of a job by you, Michael Huff. Yeah. But I tell you this, Al Davis had his hands on that ball, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Had his hand on that ball. Listen, team, listen to me. Please listen to me. You gotta trust me. You got to just keep playing. And that's what we did. We just kept playing. It didn't go right. And there's so many things to fix. It didn't go right. But you know what your man did? You kept fighting because you know what? That's what that man will want you to do. That's what Raiders do. That's what Raiders do. It ain't going to always be pretty. I never told you it wouldn't be hard. And I never told you it'd be pretty. But you know what? There's nothing like winning. Nothing like winning. You guys deserve it, man. You busted your ass. You have Victory Monday. Okay. Because you guys have earned it. You guys have earned it. But listen to me when I tell you this. We got to come. Listen. Chill. We got to come back with more resolve and more effort than what we had this game. Everybody got me? But we kept playing. That's what we're really all about, man. That's what Raiders do. We got some work to do, but you know what? Everybody else does too. Last time I checked, we're 3-2, and we're heading home, and we got 3 at home. We got 3 at home. The next one's gonna be Cleveland, okay? And we got to get ready, man. Let's get better and let's get ready. Here we go. Let's get thanks. Great win, fellas. Great win, baby. Again, guys, just a moment of silence. Just a moment of silence. Al, we love you. We know that you're watching over this team. We love you. And we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing like Raiders for you. We're going to keep honoring this man all year for what he's done for us because he's touched each and every last one of us. Let's bow.
All right. So, man, that's some real shit right there, guys. It's home, right? Hits home. How far we've gone off the beaten path or shit. I mean, like, depends how you look at it. You guys remember that year with Hugh Jackson? We had a chance to go to the playoffs. If I remember right, that was the year where, like, we didn't lose any of our divisional games and we still didn't make the playoffs. I'll pull it up here real quick. Hugh Jackson's record. Another coach. I know a lot of Raider fans, or maybe anti-Hugh Jackson is like kind of the nicest way I could put it or whatever. But for me, there's been few seasons that I feel like we had a coach and where the Raiders were on the right path. And I feel like the reason why I want to bring up Hugh Jackson's for several reasons. Okay. Pull up his record real quick here so you guys can see it. Not saying it was great. Okay. But definitely a team that fought hard that year. I feel like, we went 8-8. And missed the playoffs. We started 7-4. A lot of that struggle was actually on our defense. We end the year. So this, Al Davis passes away, right? We end that year. And then Hugh Jackson does a press conference. Obviously, he traded for Carson Palmer. A lot of questionable things on that. But we end that year. And Hugh Jackson, drops bombshells, everybody thought, by Hugh Jackson saying that he was going to do more in the organization. And everybody thought it was going to be to make more moves like for Carson Palmer and shit like that. But for me, like when I heard that interview by Hugh Jackson, I think he might have came out wrong, but I think Hugh Jackson meant he was going to have a stronger hand in what the defense did. So then from that point of Hugh Jackson, Mark gets a general manager to come in, Reggie McKenzie. We did have a lot of cap issues and stuff like that. But Mark brings in Reggie McKenzie. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit for you guys. And we bring in Dennis Allen. And all this is important to keep in fucking context, dude, for every single one of us. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. Bring in Dennis Allen. He didn't last long. That's overall coaching by Dennis Allen. So I don't know why Josh DeBow. I know everybody's favorite guy in Raider Nation's Josh DeBow. I don't like him either, but anyways, Dennis Allen's record, I don't remember how many it was with the Raiders. I think he only won maybe 1 or 2 games, if even that. So his record is pretty terrible. But then Tony Sparano, he didn't do very good, but I did like Tony Sparano as a coach. Jack Del Rio. I mean, would have Jack Del Rio stayed our coach? Had John Gruden, not came in the mix possibly, but Jack Del Rio, remember he came on and he got done dirty. John Gruden, he comes on, didn't start out well at all. Obviously, a lot of questionable things at first, full on rebuild. John Gruden comes on, starts doing good, and he gets cancel cultured. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. To me, it doesn't fucking matter. They canceled our coach, and he was no longer our coach. And what we were building at that point, because every time you see this, it's rebuild, right? So John Gruden comes on, we start building something good, and then they cancel him. Rich Bisaccia kind of continued what Gruden had built. Had a chance to, I think, we went to the playoffs obviously with Rich Bisaccia, but like had a chance to do good. But then, he got fucking shit canned. Josh McDaniels, that was a bad hire. Should have never even went down that road. And then Antonio Pierce obviously just got released. Some things I'll talk about that coming up here. But if you guys look at this, man, like, let's be real about this whole entire situation. How many of these coaches was bad decisions by Mark Davis, or Mark Davis, making some boneheaded decisions by moving on from coaches, So, man, and for me, I was a big Hugh Jackson guy. I did want Hugh Jackson to come back to be the Raiders offensive coordinator this year. For whatever reason, they didn't go with Hugh Jackson. I don't know if that was a general manager thing. I don't know if that was Coach Antonio Pierce, or if it was, his old head coach from the Bengals, not wanting to bring on Hugh. But Hugh Jackson should have been part of the Raiders this year. Our offense would have done a lot better, in my opinion. So, Raiders have made so many boneheaded mistakes. It's like, just when you think you can't do anything dumber, the Raiders go and do something even more dumber. I'm not even saying it's like them firing Antonio Pierce was necessarily like a super dumb decision, but damn, bro, like, I'm not going to make this video super long, but let's just be real about the situation, guys. Anybody that you guys like that's on the current Raiders team right now that you want, to get a contract and you want them to be part of this organization, most of us, you better say goodbye to that shit. And I'm talking from Max Crosby to all these people here I'm going to list, because they just blew the entire fucking thing up, man. This is another rebuild, just like everything I showed you since Al Davis passed away and since Hugh Jackson. You got safety, Marcus Epps, Trayvon Moehrig, Divine Diablo, Robert Spillane, Harrison Bryant, whatever, John Jenkins, Adam Butler, Malcolm Kuntz, Cody Whitehair, Alexander Madison, Amir Abdullah, Darnay Holmes, and then Nate Hobbs. Restricted free agents: DJ Turner, Janarius Robinson, Luke Masterson, Isaiah Polamalu. Exclusive rights free agents. I mean, who fucking cares about any of those guys? Maybe Matthew Butler, Jordan Meredith, possibly. But other than that, like any of those guys you liked, you'd be lucky to get two guys out of here because of the decision they made fucking today. So you guys like Trayvon Moehrig? Gone. You guys like Divine Diablo? Gone. You guys like Robert Spillane? Catch you later, bro. You're fucking gone. Adam Butler, Malcolm Kuntz, they're all fucking gone, dude. Almost all these guys. I don't care how much money we have, dude. This is what these guys fucking do. Cornerback Nate Hobbs. So for everybody that's fucking pounding the chest, ooh, AP's gone. Celebrate. Rebuild in full mode, dude. Full mode fucking rebuild time, dude. I got to get my foam football so I don't fucking break anything. Max Crosby, gone. This is the same shit show we've dealt with for the Raiders for how fucking long. And I'm glad people are fucking excited. I'm glad you guys are excited, because when you guys are bitching and complaining and fucking whining and crying next year when we suck and Max Crosby on the team, I know some people are ready to move on from him or whatever. At this point, dude, I don't even fucking care, because it's funny, dude. The only ass clowns wearing clown hats are the motherfuckers that are happy right fucking now. And we'll see. There's a possibility they could get this shit right, but dude, this is not what these general managers do. I said this last night, very calm, collected. Right now, I'm not like necessarily upset Antonio Pierce is gone. I'm upset because I don't want to go through another fucking rebuild. We're looking at an entire dumpster fire where the Raiders are going to blow up the entire fucking roster. And you could say, well, we only won 4 games, so the players aren't that good. So you're telling me that a Nate Hobbs, Spillane, Trayvon Moehrig, Malcolm Kuntz, you're telling me you don't want none of those guys? Like, seriously? We'll be lucky to get a couple of those guys because they're going to be gone. What the general manager is going to come in and fucking say is these are not our guys. They're not good enough players. We need to go out and get other guys. And then here we are hoodwinked, and we're going through another rebuild, dude. Entire rebuild. So I'm glad people are happy, dude. I'm happy too, dude. We're going to do fucking shitty next year. And I called this shit out 2 years ago and when McClown was doing it, and I saw the game plan, but you better be ready for a shit show and for Raiders to blow the whole fucking thing up. And maybe that's what we need at this point. But dude, where I'm at with all this shit is like it's all funny to me, dude. It's all funny to me. I'm gonna get in the chat in a minute. Vent here for a second. Let's play some sound from Antonio Pierce I covered yesterday, but let's just revisit it because there's some shit I want to talk about that coming up here as well. So give me a second.
To training camp, one of the important things that you mentioned was brotherhood, was being able to play for each other.
Like win, lose, or draw, those guys competed. They gave effort.
Listen
There's
closely.
improvement there. You've seen some young players really step up.
Coming up here.
And that's what I think, this last month really was for us. Obviously, we won 2 games in a row and lost last night. But I thought you saw some things that you could say, man, they were working on it. You can see the technique. You see the fundamentals. You can see the scheme. You can see the players improving. And that's what I think is a plus and a positive to our team.
All right, right here.
To that point, whether personally or professionally, where do you feel like you have grown the most over the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to it. Just patience, What I need to do a better job of, and as I said question earlier, I need to go with my gut. I did that a lot. I was better at that last year. This year, I didn't do what I wanted to do as much as I wanted to do it.
And there was a reason behind that?
No, just lessons learned.
Coach, going back to training camp, one of the important things that you till the last second.
I think issues or fires or embrace that throughout the entire season. Let's keep fighting until the clock hits.
All right, listen to this one right here.
They really took a lot
like
of
4
pride.
minutes,
You see
50
the
seconds.
emotions and the hurt. After that loss last night, that was sad to see from our guys. But like I told them, one loss, one season doesn't. That's not who we are.
Listen closely.
When you talk about going with your gut, don't want to put any words in your mouth, but is there things that you would have done differently with the quarterback situation coming out of training camp?
Yep. Yes.
And I guess why did you go with Gardner? And it sounds like you probably would have rather gone with.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. It's just I made that decision, and obviously, we made the decision to move on from Gardner after week 5, I believe, and then things just kind of went left and right after that.
Coach, when you look at
going with your gut, don't want to put any words in your mouth, but is there things that you would have done differently with the quarterback situation coming out of training camp?
Yep. Yes.
And I guess why did you go with Gardner? And it sounds like you probably would have rather gone with.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. It's just I made that decision, and obviously, we made the decision to move on from.
He said at first he said I did, and then he said we made that decision, right? And this is one of the things I was pointing out last night, dude. Like I was like champing for him that he called a spade, right? He like threw dimes, he pretty much threw the general manager under the bus. And some people look at it as a negative. I don't, dude. You had a general manager that set this dude up to fucking fail, that was pushing for Minshew to fucking start, man. So yeah, if you set your leaders up to fail, like, I mean, how is he supposed to feel about this? How are we supposed to feel about this? The interview happens, and then all of a sudden he gets shit canned. Why did the Raiders let him go out there and do the interview to begin with, unless they weren't going to fire him? And then once he threw the general manager under the bus, essentially, I mean, without saying his name, he kind of did, then, you look back in retrospect and he might've got canned just because of what he said right there. But he's being honest, at least, dude. The general manager, everybody's pointing to AP. What about the general manager that set the fucking coach up to fail, dude? And it's like, it's funny to me at this point because Tom Brady, from the Tuck game to everything, dude, has such a hand in this organization now. I mean, you're talking about, the hardcore Raider fans, the guys like AP being out and all the suit tie, wearing, I try to calm my shit down because I'm going to come off the handle worse. The hardcore Raider fans are like getting filtered out and they're like going towards this fucking like Tom Brady suit and tie fucking bullshit, man. The Patriot way isn't dead. It's alive. It's a very alive. And that's looks like the future of what the Raiders are going to be. But to me, man, I'm not exactly pissed. AP's gone. I wanted to keep him. I'm pissed that I feel like our general manager set this team up for failure. There's no accountability on him, but yet the sacrificial lamb is fucking Antonio Pierce, and Aiden O'Connell. And, and now guys on our team are probably not going to be back to be Raiders. And that's what pisses me off because now we're going to be shitty next year. And then maybe the year after, maybe we'll be good. No matter who the coach is, if it's Mike Vrabel or whatever, hopefully that's the candidate. I do like Mike Vrabel, but again, I don't want to go through another rebuild. I'm so done with rebuilds, dude. I just showed you guys the list. So everybody that's champing their chest and that's fucking happy that, you know, Antonio Pierce got fired, I hope you guys are happy when we suck next year and we're not signing hardly any of these guys. I don't care if they have fucking tons of money, dude. That is such a minuscule thing, in my opinion, versus the shit show that's going to be coming down line between the general manager probably like getting butt buddies with Tom Brady. So the Tommy Tom show, giving Tommy Toms to everybody, you know, including fucking Raider Nation and our coach. Now that's the jackassery we got to deal with in our fucking organization. And everybody like, oh, well, you know, Tom Brady's a winning, you know, guy. He's the best to ever do it. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be the general manager. Doesn't mean he knows how to run a fucking team. The dude was never a fucking Raider. And this is the future of the Raiders right here, dude. And it's like, it's crazy to me, dude. Like, I know we only won 4 games, but our team is not that fucking bad, dude. We're not, dude. We're not that terrible of a fucking team. There was some bad, like, coaching. There was some bad, like, decisions made with the offensive play caller and, you know, some obvious shit that we all know. But some of it has to fall on the fucking general manager that didn't give Josh Jacobs a contract, dude. And some of these other decisions that were getting made, like bringing in fucking, you know, Gardner Minshew and shit, dude. So, yeah. Our coach should have called out the general manager. Absolutely, he should have called him out. I give our coach props. I don't need that dog and pony show, Josh McDaniels, where he's fluffing everybody up and lying to them at the same time. Do you guys remember the dumbass jackassery shit? The fucking McClown, the Patriot way? This is the Patriot way. This is what you guys want. It's fucking funny.
First question from a fan, a PSL holder. The tuck rule play.
Yep.
Was it a fumble? And keep up the great work, Coach.
No question. It was a fumble. Does that have to say anything else?
That's it. He's got the Raider gear on.
So there you go, man. That's it. There you go. All right. So, you know, we should have, like I said last night, we should have promoted Champ Kelly, dude. We'd had the same vision. Things would be completely different. Careful what you wish for, dude. You reap what you sow. Careful what you fucking wish for, because you're going to get exactly what you wish for. So you're happy now? We'll see, dude. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But most of the time, I'm fucking not, you know? So buckle up, because we're in for a shit show. They're going to blow the entire fucking team up. All right. Pretty much ranted all I wanted to fucking say. I'm going to go all the way up best I can, read your guys' comments. Anything you guys want to put in the chat here, I'll put a link. You guys want to vent, even if I want to attack you, even if you fucking have a different opinion and you're happy he's gone, I'll listen to you. I will. But I'm just at a point where, you know, just careful what you wish for, man. So I'm going to put in the StreamYard link. If you want to join, you don't have to. You know, if you do, hear your opinion out, but there you go. It's in the chat and I'll read you guys' comments, or you guys can put something in the comments, what you're thinking. You know, is it a full rebuild? You guys think? I know most people are going to say no, but in my opinion, I'm going to say I think you're wrong. All right. Aunt Six, what up, bro? Hopefully doing good. Thanks for coming in. AG Raider, the numbers, guess Vrabel might be our next coach. Hopefully it's him. If we don't get him, who's it going to fucking be? Michael 918, salute. Ryan Miller, what up? What up? RNFL said it was the right move. Oh, why didn't it pull it up? The right move from move on from AP. We'll see, bro. We'll see. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully you're right. Rebel Raider, OG Raiders 805. Salute. Hopefully you're doing good. Raider Paul. Salute, man. Numbers. 12 coaches, most in the NFL. Facts, man. Raider Way said Hugh Jackson done dirty. Facts, man. I loved Hugh Jackson, dude. Such a fucking good coach, and he loved this fucking team, man. Knee-jerk reactions every year. Yep. And you got to think, dude, Tom Brady running this shit now. He's running the show now, and he ain't even got the time to dedicate to our fucking team. AG Raiders at 8-8. Jimmy Gunn said, I just want Gruden, Carr, and Jacobs back, man. Fuck, dude. We were building something good back then, bro. Raider Rebel said, yes, Jimmy. Del Rio was starting to make the team click. He was. That 2017 year, though, was fucking tough, man. That whole debacle, I'm not going to get into it. Most of us know kind of some of the stuff that was going on. But Ronnie Grannon said, I hope we can get some stability coming soon. Yeah, I would like to say so too, man, but it may not be for a while. We're probably going through another rebuild, so buckle up, man. Gonna probably be a shit show. We might have some stability at coaching, but as far as like our players, just be ready for the whole thing to get fucking blown up. Mike Holly, what up, bro? Hopefully you're doing good, man. Set up for failure. I liked you too. Yeah, Raider weight. Yep, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 100%, man. Pisses still the Hugh Jackson thing still fires me up, man. Hugh Jackson was the first coach I actually liked since we had John Gruden. That Hugh Jackson was the first coach I liked for the Raiders. From the first time when we moved on from John Gruden. Coupon Tom needs blame for the season too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody's got to be held accountable. And now it's like the sacrificial lamb is fucking Antonio Pierce. Just because the general manager drafted good doesn't mean he's a good GM, dude. Doesn't mean he's made the right decisions or he set this team up for fucking success, man. That's what pisses me off, man. James Furbo said, "Oh my God, Raiders. Love you, James. Hope you're doing good, bro." Jimmy Gunn's being one of the most woke franchises in the league has cost us dearly. Damn, we went down a much different path than back in the when Hugh Jackson was our coach, bro. That's for sure, man. AP didn't do himself any favors. I'm not saying he did necessarily, but damn, bro. Malcolm Kuntz, AG Raider dude, salute. Yeah, I'd like to see Kuntz come back as well, but a lot of these, man, it's just. Like, I hate to be the doomsdayer, dude, but I'm a realist, dude. I'm calling it like it is, man. I'm calling a spade a spade. You reap what you sow. Careful what you wish for, man. Thinking grass is greener on the other side, man. 3 to 5 years of guaranteed mediocrity. It's fucking horseshit, guys. It's absolute horseshit. I agree, AG Raider. Tom Telesco is not going to let the team explode. He will keep key players. He's not Gruden. Get rid of Mac. He said, I'm not happy. We'll see, Ronnie. We'll see. Actions speak louder than words. You will know them by their fruit. So just remember that. You screenshot that, bro. I'm not trying to come at you necessarily, but you remember that. And you remember when Max Crosby's gone, you remember you had that fucking take that, he's not going to fucking get rid of our players like John Gruden did to Mac. So we'll see, dude. We'll see when Max Crosby's gone. We'll see, bro. We'll see. And if I'm wrong, then I'll come in here and I'll fucking own up. But we'll see who's fucking right. Bro, it has been a shit show. Yep. And yep. I said 2030 is our year 2 years ago. You got to think, man. All these general managers, even John Gruden, I like John Gruden, right? Even John Gruden said it wasn't a rebuild and it was a full-blown rebuild, right? Every single one of them. Every time they come in, Reggie McKenzie, everybody likes Reggie McKenzie. Reggie McKenzie did not do that good of a job. Like people fucking think he did, but Reggie McKenzie, it's not going to be a rebuild. It was a full-blown rebuild, dude. They hoodwink us and they say the same shit every time. It's not going to be a rebuild. Then all of a sudden, oh, these aren't our guys. We have to do a rebuild. And they say it in, more or less words, essentially saying, we got to go out and get some better players and get our guys. It's coming, dude. Just buckle up, man. Unknown Raider guy, shout out to you, man. 3 things need to be done in order for us to be great again. So let's see if you list them coming up here. But definition of insanity, man. When will we learn, Mark? I think this is what you meant. Empty seats speak loudly. The only consistent thing about us is we're consistently bad. Facts, bro. Facts, man. Raiders Rebel, 1000%. Shout out to you. All right, so Unknown Raider guy said, number 1, Mark needs to sit back as an owner and hire a CEO to handle football operations. Number 2, he said, CEO needs to hire a real GM. Number 3, draft a QB and more O-line. It's Coupon Tom. Nice. Yeah, I know you meant Tom Telesco. Coupon Tom stupidly brought in Minshew. Yep. It's crazy, man. AP didn't get JD, and now he has no job. Yep. The whole thing's pretty crazy, guys. It really is, man. Unknown Raider guy. Minshew caused us a big failure this season. Yep. As soon as they hired him, I'm like, dude, what are they doing, man? The year before, we bring in fucking Brokeback Jimmy, bro. It's like, what are they doing? Mark should have never hired Coupon Tom. James Furpo said everyone is gone now. Be ready, man. I'm telling you, bro. The team sucked now. What do you mean? He said AP was fucking horrible. Well, All I'm saying, bro, like I said before, say goodbye to Max Crosby and anybody else you liked on this team. You'll be lucky to keep 2 of the guys that I listed earlier. So just buckle up for that, man. You know, so you might think AP's horrible. Maybe he is or whatever, but you better be ready for most of these players to be gone. So, and then people say nobody's bigger than the Shield, and the same people, they'll be like, oh, we're running back by committee, and then we can't run the ball this year. And people are like, man, we need a running back. It's like, dude, some of this is the most like, I'm not saying you, bro, so I'm not attacking you, but I'm just saying, like, to speak out of both sides of your mouth, dude, like, that's fucking crazy to me, man. We got to have some, like, context of, like, what the fuck is happening to this team, dude. AP, Getsy, Telesco all had a hand in meeting to start Minshew, so they all had a hand in it. Yeah, that's the facts. If AP's gone, I mean, why is Tom Telesco getting no heat, man? No heat at all, bro. Ronnie Graham, Antonio Pierce was terrible at making game decisions. Not exactly going to disagree with that, but again, you're going to want to rebuild and say goodbye to all your fucking guys you like, bro. We will be bad again now. Yep. We've gone over the game plan, dude. There's people in here, dude, that actually are smart fucking Raider minds that know what would make this team great again. But there's dumb fucks running this organization that make dumb decisions. And then next thing you know, it's another rebuild after rebuild after rebuild. And we're all sitting here scratching our heads and our asses wondering what the fuck is going on. So hardcore, I wouldn't be surprised if Coupon Tom tried to bring in Brandon Staley. Fuck, bro. Dude. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't want that, man. Kincaid said, since when were they good? You got to go back a long time, bro. Early 2000s, man. Next year, Raider way next year again. Oh, fuck, man. All right. Josh McDaniels eats corn the long way. Nice. So no matter what, Coupon Tom should have never brought Booger Minshew here. I agree. Minshew was crappy QB. Coupon Tom stupidly paid him $15 million. Yeah, but that's all Antonio Pierce's fault, right? And problem, right? Nuts, dude. The whole thing's nuts, bro. It's nuts, man. People are $50 million loss. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the year before, dude, with bringing in Jimmy Garoppolo, man, like it's. Patrick Graham is going to take another job now. Yep, he's gone. And so is all the coaching staff. They ain't keeping nobody, man. They completely sucker punched AP straight. BS. Yep. The sacrificial lamb, bro. But, everybody wants to have like a certain opinion that's not exactly fair, or what I like to call, I don't like analytics, but analytical thinking, where like you think about it from all perspectives. Antonio Pierce, literally yesterday, when I played that clip, he told you guys what was going on without telling you. And maybe that's why he got canned. Maybe that was the straw on the camel's back. Maybe they were just looking for an excuse, But Antonio Pierce was trying to let Raider Nation know, like, hey, it wasn't his fault. He was doing what he was told by the general manager that set him and this team up for failure. And he tried to tell us, dude, in more or less words, and people are not picking up on it. Everybody's blaming Antonio Pierce, and that is fucking crazy to me, bro. I don't know if you really think about it. I don't think another player screamed Raiders as loud as Brady. Oh, man. And never put us in silver and black. Dude's a dog. Damn, bro. Yep. Hits home, man. The tuck game, dude. Just give me a second.
Anna looking for the end zone, has a man, a touchdown. James Jett. James Jett. Free with all kinds of time and throws to a wide open David Patton. And Patton inside the 30-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Brady with time. Steps up, throws over the middle, and has his man inside the 10-yard line. Kick is away, and the kick is good. Gannon eludes the sack and throws over the middle and hits James Jett. 38 yards out of the snow, on its way. Looks
Janikowski.
good. It is. Brady, this side. Oh, what a catch in front of Torrey James, made by David Patton.
Eric Allen's last game as a Raider.
For 60 yards on this drive. Steps up, gonna run it inside the 5, touchdown. Brady
He fell over when he bounced the ball right there. Tom Brady did.
And is going to run for the first down. And
Fourth quarter, minute 50.
Blitz.
Here comes. Here comes.
Lost the football. It's on.
Fumble. 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 Raiders win.
Going forward. It is
Well, there's no doubt his arm was going forward.
Sure. But he had held up.
I think it's safe to say that this will be talked about quite a bit.
You think? This is the Patriots season on the line. The kick is away. It is good. We are in overtime on 2nd and 9. Screen pass for Redmond. Bounces off tackler, has a first down and more.
How easily we forget, man. How easily we forget. And that's your knight in shining fucking hero right there, guys. That's him, man. You guys all sold out. You guys sold your souls to the fucking king, man. That's how I feel about all this shit. Everybody that's like, oh, I don't care about Tom Brady in the Tuck game. You sold the fuck out, man. You guys sold your souls, man. Most of these motherfuckers that call themselves Raider fans don't even remember that game. They weren't even fucking Raider fans back then, bro. Eric Allen's last game, fuck, man. John Gruden's last game, his first go around. You know, the NFL and this whole thing been fucking us like since that moment, long before that moment. And it's just the same old dog and fucking pony show, man. 13 coaches since our last Super Bowl appearance. This organization is full of shit. Yup, bro. I don't disagree, man. John Rader, hopefully doing good, said we need to fire AP, but it's shitty that we're doing hard rebuild yet again. Yep. Buckle up, bro. On the Raider guy said, Raider Nation, I wouldn't be surprised. Coupon Tom tried bringing in. Oh, I think I read that one earlier. Mark 918 said, so we're going to next season. No coach, no OC, possibly no DC. Max is gone, more than likely. Not looking great, but hey, we'll have Brock Bowers. Yeah, we got like one star player left. And then they're going to say we can't draft. You have guys like Malcolm Kuntz, Trayvon Moehrig, Nate Hobbs, dude, and the talk is going to be they can't draft. It's nuts, bro. Give no credit to John Gruden or any of that, dude. People can shove it up their fucking ass, man. I have a bad feeling about Coupon Tom be our next GM. Here we go, the Chargers way. Yep, I know. I did too, bro. Raiders 07. Tom distancing himself makes much more sense now. He messed up. What? Since now it's messed up how they let P do a presser and then fire him the next day. Shit is dirty, or shit is dirty, I think is what you meant. Yeah, no, I agree, bro. No, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, bro. That's why I played that clip, man. Bad feeling. What's up, Raph? Hopefully doing good, man. 808 said, we're on a sinking ship that will turn into a submarine. We need to be optimistic. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm a realist, man. Prepare for the shit storm, bro. That way, when the shit storm hits you, it doesn't hurt as bad, bro. I try to see the shit coming a mile away. And then that way, when the fucking ship does sink, you're already ready for it and you're not blindsided, man. But that's just me. So you be you, man. Hire Brandon Staley. Will just become a football fan. What? Raider football will end. Ryan Miller said, I just hope next head coach is one of the young play callers really need. And I can't fucking say that word. Mind that we can pair up with AOC and QB will hopefully draft. Innovative. I mess that word up sometimes. All right. Mario, so pissed off about them firing AP. I can't even sleep. I'm with you, bro. I mean, like I'm upset. Like, it's not that I'm that upset that Antonio Pierce is gone. I'm more upset that we're going through an entire rebuild and not like Max Crosby and some of our key players that we enjoy, that we care about, and that are good Raiders that were drafted by the Raiders are probably gone, dude. If we can't retain Max, I'll eat my words. Okay, bro. Just remember that, man. I'll expect you to come on here and own up, man. That's all. And if I end up being wrong, I'll own up as well, dude. That's what real men fucking do. If you're wrong, you own up and we move on from it. But a lot of people won't, man. They'll just talk. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there that talk out of both sides of their mouth. I'm not like personally attacking you. You know, I'm just, there's a lot of people that will say two things, you know, so that's all I'm saying. Some more bullshit rebuilding. Scott North Turner would have turned the offense around. Shake my head. That's how I felt. I thought Scott could be a good offensive coordinator, dude. I really did. And people will think I'm crazy, but I'm not, man. Stability, brothers. Stability is what we need. We're not getting stability, man. What stability are you talking about, bro? You think getting rid of like over half of our free agents or 75% of our free agents are stability? We got a harsh, rude awakening coming, man. It's happening, man. Yeah, Chino, really good, great organization, have stability with coaches, staff, and players. As soon as the draft starts, I will hit skip and fast forward to next year's one. Damn. If I'm Champ Kelly, I'm out this bitch. I don't want Champ Kelly to be our coach. What did Champ Kelly do when he was the head coach of the fucking, was it Eagles, dude? I don't want Champ Kelly, dude. People talking about Champ Kelly are high on fucking crack. Like, he might be a good offensive play caller for the new style quarterback, but I do not want Champ Kelly as a fucking Raiders head coach, man. How many free agents are we going to lose that follow PG to the Bengals or wherever he goes? Probably a lot, bro. Probably a lot, man. That's how a lot of these things usually go, man. He knew he was getting fired, so he straight up, he wanted O'Connell to start, and they all chose Minshew. Laugh out loud. Well, dude, that's one of my notes in here. Like, dude, like if you really like think about this, because everybody's like, oh, Antonio Pierce like came out and he's like, he does this interview, then gets fired. And it makes me think to me, this proves, because Antonio Pierce threw the general manager under the bus. To me, like, you know, I'm kind of a tinfoil hat wearer. To me, this proves that they really wanted to tank Mark Davis and Tom Telesco. When I say they set Antonio Pierce up for failure, which I do believe, they truly wanted to tank. And Antonio Pierce pretty much threw the tank game plan under the bus, you know, by winning some games, but also calling it out that he should have gone with his gut, you know? And so the people that wanted to tank, and at least Tom Telesco, but probably Tom Telesco and Mark Davis, you know, when the sports bettors had the Raiders at only 6.5 wins and we all questioned it, now we know why. I don't know if Mark Davis is doing backdoor deals or something with sports betting and betting against the Raiders, but some of this shit, like, you can't make up some of this shit and how like crazy, like coincidental some of this shit is. And you could be like, oh, well, hardcore Raiders crazy or whatever. I'm telling you, I'm not. And there's more that meets the eye. I've been trying to beat around the bush and talk about how the, you know, Tom Telesco, you know, was making decisions behind the scenes, and it was not putting Antonio Pierce in a situation to be able to win, you know, and everybody's excited about this. And I'm sitting here scratching my head and being like, why would you be excited about a general manager that is doing that, about a general manager that essentially wanted the Raiders to tank and set us up for failure? Who in their right mind, that's a real Raiders fan, is happy about that and thinks that that's a smart fucking decision, dude? Seriously. Because to me, this is insane. So I think Antonio Pierce went against the grain on the tank plan, and that's why we won a couple games. And I think, dude, you got to go back and look. I'll pull it up. You don't fucking believe me. Watch. Give me a second. All right, these two right here, okay? Make sure you guys can see this. All right, so this one right here, 12/30, December 30th. Look at the sweatshirt he's wearing. He's wearing an Oakland Raiders sweatshirt. And then you go to January 1st. Or no, that was the one, I think. Yeah, because I think it was posted the first. But anyways, that one right after we won, that was the second game we won. And then this one right here was the first game we won against the Jags. He's wearing an Oakland Raiders sweatshirt. Go back to any of the live press conferences Antonio Pierce did and look the entire year and see if Antonio Pierce is wearing any Oakland Raiders sweatshirts. Like this one, that's not an Oakland Raiders sweatshirt. He only wore the Oakland Raiders sweatshirt after we won against the Jaguars and we won against the other team, the Saints. Sorry, I was drawing a blank there. But it sounds crazy, but is it? I don't know, dude. All I know is he went against the grain. I think their plan was to tank. I think Tommy T, Tom Brady and probably Mark Davis and all them were probably trying to, set the team up to go draft a quarterback. I think Antonio Pierce went against the grain. He starts wearing an Oakland Raiders sweatshirt after our 2 victories. And then all of a sudden he comes in, wears the starter jacket, throws the whole roll of dimes about the general manager and everybody under the bus, but was professional about it. He kind of hinted around it. And then all of a sudden he's shit canned. So you guys figure it out, maybe it's just coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. And I think they raw dogged him, man. It was a raw dog special with no P. Diddy oil. No P. Diddy oil. They gave Coach AP the raw dog special, bro. I said, turn that shit off. No, you need to feel that, bro. You need to feel that, bro. You're probably talking about the Tuck game. You need to feel that so you remember what it fucking felt like, because that shit still hurts me to this fucking day. And we've sucked ever since that little era that we had on the Raiders. So if you're that numb to it, we all need kicked in the nuts to wake the fuck up, man. Because what they've done to this fucking organization and this team has not been just fucking win, baby. And we all fucking know that. I wanted AP to work, man, but look at what we're up against. I respect AP. He was an experienced coach, but dude never gave up. He could have lost games last year and improved draft stock, but it wasn't in him to lay down. This year, same AP respect. Yep. I agree with you, bro. Can you see a trade in the first round pick of Crosby to move up, draft Shedeur Sanders? Raiders 07, shout out to you. I ain't seen you in a minute. That's kind of what I was saying last night, man. I don't know if you caught that last night, but that's what I'm saying. That's what, I was like, Max Crosby could be gone. If they want Shedeur Sanders, I don't think it's because if they draft Shedeur, I don't think it's going to be because they think Shedeur is the best guy. I think it's going to be because they think Shedeur Sanders, is going to make the Raiders a lot of money and sell tickets. Dude, you guys got to think. Just let's like slow our roll. I'll try to calm down a little bit. But think about it, guys. Tom Brady and Shedeur Sanders NIL deal is with Tom Brady. Let me repeat that. Shedeur Sanders NIL deal is with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a part owner of the Raiders. Tom Brady is going to have a say in who the Raiders get at quarterback. Even if Shedeur Sanders is not the right fit or the right guy or the best quarterback, if Tom Brady has an NIL deal with Shedeur Sanders, do you think that they're going to try to get Shedeur Sanders? Even though I think Shedeur Sanders is not the right fit for the Raiders and I don't think he's the best quarterback to get, we're probably going to do whatever it takes to get Shedeur Sanders, because guess what? Tom Brady, he fucked us in the Super Bowl. Now he's going to fuck us in the draft by getting Shedeur Sanders, and he's going to fuck us because he's a part owner of the Raiders, so he's going to make money off all these jersey sales. Dude, this dude probably doesn't even care if the Raiders win, Tom Brady's not a fucking Raider, guys. like how do we have to fucking say this any other way? He fucked us. He's been fucking us since the Tuck game, and he's going to keep fucking us. So, he probably went to some of P. Diddy's parties, so he knows how to throw a real good time for fucking everybody, man. Play kills me still. Yep, facts, bro. Yep. You said you don't need to revisit the Tuck rule. Yeah, I do. You need to, people need to wake the fuck up, man, and remember, what the fuck happened to us, man. That's right. I'm glad it hurts you guys, dude. It fucking hurts me too. And everybody needs to fucking get kicked in the nuts every once in a while to fucking, feel that, what that fucking game meant to us, John Gruden hasn't forgot. He's got a picture of the Tuck game fucking in his toilet, so when he's taking his shit, you're gonna puke. It's right fucking there, man. And, Gruden got fucked back then. And then guess what? Gruden got fucked when he was our coach again, dude. You can't make this shit up. This shit's crazy, bro. Everybody that's been like a good coach or has future bringing back the Raider way got canceled. Let me repeat that. Everybody that was a good coach or is bringing back the Raider way, looked like we might have some future with, got canceled. I'm not saying AP was exactly that, but at least the Raider way got canceled, dude. They fucking shit canned him, man. It's like, you can't make this shit up, man. It's like, it's too fucking crazy, man. We should have kept Gruden. And after that Tuck Rule game, yep, I agree, bro. I agree. Imagine up there watching this. Tom is now tucking the nation and gonna get cha-ching. Yep. And I just said that without even reading your comment yet. Yep. Gruden 3.0. Man, bro. Happy New Year, Gabriel. Hope you're doing good, bro. Yeah, I'll talk about some coaches coming up here. Try to get caught up on some of the chat, dude. Watching the Bucs destroy us in the Super Bowl 2001-02 was the worst thing I've seen. John Gruden on the sideline laughing at his own offense was completely fucked. Yeah, you know what? It was fucked. But you know how I felt in that Super Bowl? Maybe I'm alone. I was actually pissed at Al Davis because, the team that we had built, that when John Gruden got fucked from that Tuck game, that team, when John Gruden beat us, why it hurt is because the team that we had was what that Super Bowl victory should have been John Gruden on the Raiders. So, yeah, that Super Bowl did hurt. But what hurt worse is that we went to the Super Bowl without our fucking coach because Al Davis traded him and the NFL fucked the Raiders in the Tuck game and Tom Brady. And people be like, oh, Tom Brady didn't make the rule. Oh, dude, whatever. Tom Brady made a fortune off of that fucking game. And that was the rise of Tom Brady and the Patriots and the fall and the fucking curse of the Raiders. So, yeah, everybody needs to fucking remember that shit and keep shit in proper fucking context. The people, the young fans that are like, oh, the Tuck game don't matter and Tom Brady get over it. Dude, no, I'm not going there. If you guys want to go there, then fucking so be it. You said no, you made stability. And I might be misreading shit, Mario. I'm just going a fucking 100 miles an hour, bro. So I apologize, dude. I'm not necessarily trying to come at anybody like necessarily personally, but fuck, man. So real talk. Raiders organization is dysfunctional trash. Mark Davis is a cancer to this organization, bro. It's fucking pathetic, bro. Good comment, Gabriel. Champ Kelly, interim GM, not the HC. What? Champ Kelly, the interim GM, not the HC. Champ Kelly didn't get promoted to fucking general manager. So, I mean, I'm not sure your point, bro. I took the under. You said, oh, Raider fans so cocky that over 6.5 wins is going to hit. Yeah. So you took the under. So let me get this straight, dude. Oh, come on, bro. Like, I don't even want to go there with you because I like you, Mike. I do. But like, you're saying you bet against the Raiders, bro. You're a Raiders fan that bet that the Raiders were going to do worse than 6.5 wins. Do you think that's a conflict of interest? Whether you put $100 down, $50 down, or $1,000 down, you're telling me that you bet that the Raiders were going to do shitty this year, and then because you have a financial interest, you're telling me you're going to be able to watch a game and be unbiased to the point where when you're watching games, if the Raiders win, you're not going to be upset. If you're going to lose whatever money you bet and the Raiders were to win, you're telling me you're not going to be upset. Wherever your money is and your financial agenda, you better believe that's also where your heart is going to be. So if you're betting against the Raiders, because that's essentially what you're telling me, that the Raiders were not going to win over 6.5 games, that's a fucking conflict of interest, bro. So, I'll bet on the Raiders, but I never bet against the Raiders, dude, because I'm not I'm betting that the Raiders are going to do good and win. I'm never going to bet that the Raiders are going to do fucking terrible. Why would I be happy in the failure of the team I fucking love? Is that not like some kind of sick fucking horror movie, dude? What the fuck, bro? You say you're crazy, quit capping. Vegas knows more than we do about the Raiders than we do when it comes to betting and money on this team. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, dude. Come on. Unless you're telling me the NFL's rigged and fucking shit like that, I don't even know, man. Fucking pause, dude. That's all I say. Pause, dude. Cap that shit, bro. As soon as AP said he should have spoke up, and didn't want Minshew to start. He gets fired next day. What a coincidence. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. He let us know. He let us know that there was people making decisions behind the fucking scene, and he was the fall guy, bro. He told us exactly what the fuck, man. Said the starter jacket, black Forces Raider hats. Mike and Tom were at the Diddy freak offs, dude. Damn. Oh, bro. Rebel said, might as well get rid of the female president Raiders. She has made a lot of these decisions too. At this point, just fucking get rid of everybody. Full on rebuild. Mark Davis, Tom Brady both needs to be investigated. They're sus. Wouldn't surprise me. They were at P. Diddy parties. Yep. Always thought it was weird how Tommy T wears blue all the time. He's still a bolt head. Damn, Sam. Shout out to you, man. I like that. All right, Gord. Hopefully you're doing good. Facts Rebel. Check out the resume resume lawyer for the chairman for the Nevada Gaming Commission. Suspect as fuck and no football pedigree. Yeah, there's definitely some sus stuff, man. Definitely some sus stuff, man. Mark Brady definitely had some Brady freak offs, dude, as well as Robert Kraft. You know, Robert Kraft. Remember when he got busted at those massage parlors? Massage parlors with the happy endings, man. Chad said Tom's got that baby oil on lock, dude. That's fucking funny. At least we can find something to laugh about. We need some fucking comedy in here, dude. Oh, should Amy Trask come back as CEO? No, I used to like Amy Trask, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. Some people showed their true colors in the last, I'd say, 5 years, and Amy Trask is one of them. I don't want to like disrespect her. I just, she is who he is, and I don't want her back in our organization. Tom Raw Dog and on no Vaseline, dude. Oh man, O'Connell is not a starting QB in the NFL. Is starting QB in the spring football leagues. So Hardcore Raiders. I not bought an NFL ticket this season on YouTube. I'm not going to buy the ticket until Mark Davis and the front office get their shit together. Plus Roger Goodell. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I don't blame you for one bit. Why exactly did fire Del Rip? I think you mean Del Rio, with winning record. To bring in Gruden, that's the only reason that I was okay, because I did want Gruden. He said, "Yep, Gruden got double fucked, but the first time he laughed at us while he smoked us in the Super Bowl." Yeah, Dion is head coach, Shador's QB. I can see that now. Full on clown show, bro. If that's what we get, it's a full on. It's gonna be like, instead of days of our lives, bro, it's gonna be like Raiders of our lives, and it's gonna be the biggest fucking media clown show you could ever fucking ask for, man. I do not want that. Fuck me, man. It's probably gonna happen though. I can see it. We should have changed our play stat playbook. I think you meant. Said no good head coach candidates would not want to come to the Raiders organization. Prime Shador, daddy ball at its finest. Yeah, and you got to think, Shador's never played without his daddy, man. Crazy, bro. Gruden there was no way to defeat us. What? Defeat us? He know the only way was to give Bucks all our plays and play calling. I mean, it was Gruden's playbook, dude. I mean, we could be pissed off at Gruden, but the Raiders were using Gruden's playbook. Everything that made the Raiders great was from Gruden. It was just a different coach, man. J-Dog, what up? What up? Didn't know you're live. Oh, yeah. Sorry, bro. I don't know if I got your IG or not. Yeah, and yeah, YouTube has cancel cultured me, so they don't even. A lot of people don't even get that I'm live and shit like that. So you can hit me up on IG or something, and I can, I try to DM some of the close homies and stuff, the channel, and I'll try to post it on Twitter and shit like that. You can't hurt my feeling, brother. I'm a Raider. Right on, bro. Gruden back. Oh, man. That's why I don't play fantasy football. Yeah, it's a conflict of interest, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call people out, but fuck me, man. I mean, it sets me off, dude. That's why I don't play fantasy football either, bro. That I can't do fantasy football for that reason. Dude, I can't be like Raiders are playing like if Patrick Mahomes was my quarterback, I'm playing fantasy football. I know a lot of people do, but for me personally, I can't play fantasy football because I can't be like, well, Patrick Mahomes is my quarterback and I'm a Raiders fan. I hate the Chiefs, but I need Patrick Mahomes to get X amount of yards, or the Raiders and the Chiefs are playing each other. I need the Raiders to win, but I also need Patrick Mahomes to get 300 yards and 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns. Dude, like to me, I can't do that. No fucking way, dude. You know, and yeah, maybe not everybody's got like, you know, Patrick Mahomes or you're like someone from your rival team, but a lot of people do. And for me, like, no, I can't do it, man. Like if I bet, I'm not like, if I make a bet, I don't think I'm 98% sure, 99% sure. I've never made a bet that the Raiders were going to lose on anything. If I make a bet, it's either I'll bet a different game that the Raiders aren't in, or if I do bet on the Raiders, I'm going to bet that they're going to win, or the point spread will be like in a, you know, narrow margin, but it's not that the Raiders are losing. It's always like a positive thing. So that way, if I'm rooting for the Raiders, I'm rooting for victories. I'm rooting for like touchdowns. I'm rooting for the things that make my team great. You know, all that other shit to me is fucking crazy. Like if I'm betting, I'm not betting like when Josh Jacobs on team. I'm not betting, oh, Josh Jacobs gets under 50 yards or gets under. No, I'm always going to bet that, you know, a player does good, you know, otherwise it's like, it's fucking weird, man. You said, but yeah, YouTube does do that when I have new notifications on, get nothing. Yeah, no, and they've done it to me for years, bro. It's one of the reasons why I don't do videos as much, dude, because it just pisses me off that they like cancel. And yeah, I cuss a lot or whatever, you know, like, you know, people don't like, you know, honesty or fucking, you know, people that are riled up or, you know, alpha males or people that are hardcore. So, you know, they just, you know, a lot of people don't even know when I'm on live, dude. It's all by design. It's not like I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, dude. It's right there that when he says J-Dog, like he doesn't even get notifications when I'm on. And there's people that I'm subscribed to, like Raider Ben, other people. I won't get notifications when they're on, dude. And I'm like, I'll have to go to their channel and be like, oh, he was on or something, dude. It's crazy, dude. And then there's other people that it's like all, you know, maybe not as alpha, you know, testosterone kind of thing. And those people get, you know, get all kind of views and notifications and stuff. And it's nuts to me, man. So YouTube definitely has their cancel culture shit on lock, man. And it sucks. So if I don't send people like direct messages that I'm going on and stuff, a lot of times they don't even know. Only way of making AP okay with Raider Nation is to listen to Raider content creator and bring in Ben Johnson or Cleve. What the fuck? I think you meant Cliff Kingsbury. You said Kings Cliffberry. What the fuck? Are you trying to fuck with me, man? You said Kings Cliffberry. All right. He said, I would not mind if Patrick Graham was promoted head coach. Nice, dude. I don't know if you're fucking with me or if that was a typo, but that was pretty funny. He said, if you bet on the Raiders, more than likely you'll be upset because we'll lose. Yeah, that's why I usually won't bet on the Raiders like at all unless I'm like feel confident we're gonna win, dude. And I've lost, trust me, dude, I've lost a lot of money on the Raiders because I wanted them to win, because I've betted on the future, on a Super Bowl, then making the playoffs, dude. And yes, I've lost lots of money. If you want me to be real with you, each time I'm maybe not betting a lot, but if you add it up of what I put into the Raiders because I've wanted them to do good, I've lost money. Dude, I put my money where my fucking mouth is. So I'm not just making this up, you know. But respect you, man. If that's you make money off the Raiders doing shitty and you say just lose, baby, dude, then I guess so be it, man. That's everybody's prerogative. Yeah, the CIB right here. Yeah, shout out to AG Raider, dude. Love you, bro. Fantasy football. I allow my cousin and his bonehead friends took the Raiders this season. I laughed hardcore because they bought the bait. That's funny, bro. He said, "Yep, notifications on and nothing." Yep, man, I know. We wear tinfoil. We don't need that. Damn. Oh, can you show the different patches you have on the jersey on the different subject? I'd like to see. I don't know what Tob to see anyway. She's talking about the yeah. All right. So that's the CIB. the CIB is only for the infantry. So only the infantry guys that have been in combat. Okay, this is the patch right here. This is what makes it that you've been in combat as the infantry, and they call it the CIB, which is Combat Infantry Badge. You only get that if you're infantry. If you were a Cav Scout, if you were a tanker, if you were another job, you do not get the CIB with the rifle. You get a combat, I think they call it Combat Action Badge or some shit. And then the unit, that's Brave Rifles. That was the unit I was in, and the unit that AG Raider's in. So he hooked me up with that. So Brave Rifles, that's our patch, 3rd ACR. And then the American flag. And then hardcore on the back, 11. He did 11 for 11 Charlie. That was my MOS, 11 Charlie. So that's why he did 11. And then hardcore on the back right there. So yeah, he hooked it up, man. And this ain't like some fucking cheap ass shit, dude. This is like a Nike, like titties fucking jersey. So I love this, man. I love it, brother. And then he also gave me 2 coins. It's the Brave Rifles coin. It's actually green right here, but the camera kind of messes it up. So he was in a Steel Squadron, but I was in the 2nd Squadron. And then it's a Grim Troop coin with the Grim Reaper. And that was the troop I was part of, is Grim Troop. Fear the Reaper. So right here, the bottom, that's this side. That's a 1st Sergeant rank, and then this side is a captain. So he hooked me up with that. And that was really cool because I did have a coin that I got in combat, but I gave it to my ex, and she probably threw it away or some shit. But that was the only coin I got when I was in the Army. So. But it's all good. AG Raider hooked me up, so thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot, man. So, all right. AG said, yeah, I don't get notifications either. They don't. Yeah, nobody does. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not like I'm not full of shit when I say I talk shit about YouTube and stuff, man. I've known they've done it. They did it to both my channels. I miss the Army. There's things I miss about the Army. Took a long time for me to adjust where I did miss the Army. I mean, I thought about going back in, if I'm being real with you, dude. RNFL. I started working out again and shit, and then I fucked up my hip, dude. My hip's still fucked up. I don't know what I did to it, but it's probably not good because I thought it'd be healed by now. And so something's fucked up on my hip. So that's probably for the best. I probably, I got a family and stuff now, where before I was single. It's probably for the best. I don't put myself in harm's way for my kids. I don't want to, try to be a tough guy. Like, I don't know. Like, I probably shouldn't say this, but like, I don't fear death, man. I really don't. Like, people don't like think like there's things I'm afraid of, but like people, I'm not afraid of people. Getting blown up like we did, that was pretty fucking intense. But like my fear, like I fear for my kids, that hopefully they'll have a better life and be better than I am and stuff like that. But the parts of the Army I miss is the hardcore infantry. Like that's one of the, if I'm being real with you guys, like that's one of the ways I kind of came up with my name. I mean, for one, because I'm a hardcore Raider fan and I come off the handle sometimes, try to keep my shit in check, but I come off the handle. So I'm like a hardcore fan, but also like all the Army cadences of being like hardcore infantry, took a lot of pride in that. And, it's hard for me to say anything on here because everybody's so soft and weak, but like for me, like I did like that part about the Army, about waking up and doing PT, being around a bunch of fucking dudes. And like, we're all like, like just grinding it out, working hard as like a team, even though sometimes you don't have the best team players in your unit and shit like that. But like, that part of it, like I miss that part, you know, I miss that part of like running or working out or whatever and just being fucking tired, you know, which is crazy because at the time, sometimes it really fucking sucks, you know, but like you learn like to embrace the suck to the point where like you almost like get off on it. You almost get off on like how fucking tired you are because you'll be so drained by sleeping 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And you're so exhausted that the only thing that keeps you awake or keeps you alive is your adrenaline. So you learn how to use your adrenaline like a fucking drug, you know? So like, it's always like, everything's like boom, 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 go, go, go. And you get to a point where that adrenaline is like what fuels you. And it's weird. And then when you don't have the adrenaline, then you end up like almost like a crazy person. So it's hard to explain, but see how I can explain it to people the best way. When you're stateside at Garrison, you know, you're stateside, there's a lot of people that will do dumb shit and crazy shit, you know, before they deploy and maybe not be the best soldiers. And then you go into combat and they like turn a switch and they're like some of the best soldiers you'll ever see. And so some people like do like a complete opposite, but like the point is like, to me, like when shit gets crazy, the best soldiers and the best men get normal. Like when shit's like going fucking crazy and shit, like the good men get normal when shit's crazy. And then like the shit bags, when shit gets crazy, they crumble like a little fucking bitch. And so to me, like I liked that. I liked that because then you get to see every man for who they are or aren't. So all the ass kissers, all the cocksuckers in this world, when the shit hits the fan, you see them for who they really are. And when you see them for who they are, when the shit hits the fan, you realize they're a little fucking bitch, you know? And the guys that are real men, they step up to the plate and you know, they shine and they rise to the fucking moment, you know? And so for me, that's what I miss about the Army. I miss those moments, those times when the masks are ripped off. And, you know, all the bullshit aside, you get to see things from a different light, you know? And so probably long drawn out answer, but, you know, crazy people here stateside end up being normal in fucking combat. It's fucking weird, dude. You don't, unless you've deployed or you've been in the fucking Army or, you know, certain jobs, you know, that are like combat related, people just won't understand. So like for me, like I'll be, you know, around, you know, civilians and stuff that never served. Like when I went back to California after I got out of the Army, and everybody's a bunch of fucking little whiny ass bitches as far as I was concerned, even my friends or people I thought was my friends. And I was like this completely different person, dude. You suck it up, you drive on all this shit. And I hated being around a bunch of fucking pussies, man, if I'm being real with you. But I was in the Army, you got a bunch of other crazy motherfuckers and you're all crazy together. So you're just like a team and it's like, all right, this is cool, you know? And so that's the part I miss, you know? We're here. I got to try my best to tone my shit down. And, you know, people will look at you and judge you and have an opinion, but, you know, they also don't understand. And at the same time, it's like I said, dude, a lot of people are just fucking weak, bro. And just how people are wired. You know, so yeah, man. Sorry, rambled there for a minute. All right, let's see what else you guys got. All right, that was, I think, the last one. Greg says, suit you up in that QB with that jersey. Nice. I used to be able to throw about 40, 45 yards. That was about my max. I couldn't throw over like 45, but yeah. Said I thought it was Janikowski 11. Appreciate that. Nah, it was 11 for 11 Charlie, bro. My MOS. So, yep. Appreciate that. Thanks to AG Raider, man. Adrian G. I always call him AG Raider because that was his original name, but appreciate Adrian. Yeah, 29. I've always had the itch to join. It's also a different Army now, dude. Things are fucked up. This woke shit has fucking poisoned the fucking Army, man. That's the other thing that you could ask Adrian about it. It's not necessarily good. Most of the 11C I worked with sounded like Rocky Balboa, especially riding in the mortar. 113's joking around, talking smack. It's all good, bro. Yeah, I know you're saying 113s. Technically, they're 1064s. 113s is like what the fucking mechanics and shit is. I mean, it's pretty much the same vehicle, but the 1064s for the 11 Charlies have the hatches open up different. But yeah, I know what you're saying, man. Everybody calls them 113s, but not to nitpick, but they're technically 1064s. This world's been weak for a minute now. Annoying as fuck. Yeah, man. I don't suggest fighting for. How's Mark going to sell us a new head coach? It's all good, bro. It's all good. I don't know, man. Like I'm trying to like tone down my shit. I just don't want to go through another rebuild. And I don't know. Hopefully it's Mike Vrabel. I mean, you know, like for me, if you guys want to be honest with you, I'd like for John Gruden to come back. I think it's like an impossible thing. For one, the backlash the Raiders would get for the emails and stuff. For two, I don't think the NFL would let it happen. For three, probably one of the more important things you got to remember, John Gruden did not want Tom Brady to be a Raider. You know, when Tom Brady was like, you know, made that comment, I know someone said something about it last night, but Tom Brady made that comment about Derek Carr. We're like, you want that shitbag to start over me or to come back or whatever. So the fact that John Gruden had a chance to sign Brady and said he didn't want Brady, and now Tom Brady would be his boss. So you think Tom Brady's going to bring in John Gruden, especially after the Tuck game? There's so many things that, any hopes of Gruden coming back and getting his fucking redemption is probably never going to happen. When he got cancel cultured from the Raiders, I think that was the last opportunity. And you're talking to a guy that, like, I don't know if you guys know this, dude. I could read you I probably still have it on my phone somewhere. Like back when, I think it was before Del Rio was our coach or around that time frame, because I did like Del Rio, but I wanted John Gruden to be our coach. I messaged everybody on Facebook that had the last name Gruden. I'm not exaggerating. Literally, like I spammed everybody that had the last name Gruden, Sidney Gruden, all his sons, anybody that had last name Gruden to try. And I sent them this letter of why John Gruden should be the Raiders coach. And it was a long letter. It took me a long time to write. I'm not saying Gruden came back because of me. I did meet Gruden shortly after he left the Raiders in 2003. When I was at Glacier National Park, 2003, I was putting my dad's ashes up there. I met John Gruden like in a parking lot. It was a really weird experience, but he was still the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach. And it was like, you know, like a couple years right after he beat us in the Super Bowl and shit like that. And when I seen him, all I could say is, I'm the biggest Raiders fan ever. And he shook my hand. He squeezed it so fucking tight. And he's like, yeah, I used to be too. Yeah. But yeah, I sent him a letter, you know, years after that when he was doing the Monday Night Football thing. And so like, I wanted Gruden to come back. I wanted him to have his redemption. I thought we would get it. But the NFL like fucked over Gruden from the Tuck game, and he fucked him over again. And I'm not excusing the emails and like some of the stuff that is questionable on some of the shit he said, but there's some other stuff where some people are just too in their fucking feelings too, dude. Like people take shit to the extreme when like it doesn't need to be that way, dude. You know, like dude, when I was in the Army, dude, there is motherfuckers that would say some of the most off the wall shit, dude. Where if like I say it here, everybody like gets fucking really weird and starts crying and shit. So I'll spare you guys some of that shit. But you know, you hear some of the most hardcore shit when you're in the Army, you know, being yelled at and you know, shit like that. And you know, I look back now and it's funny. You know, actually even back then I thought it was funny, dude. Like it didn't, most of the time it didn't like hurt my fucking feelings. Like I fucking loved it. I was like, let's fucking go, man. We're gonna fucking let's fucking do this shit, dude. Like like if you smoked me, I was most time I was like happy, man. I'm like, I'm gonna be one fit motherfucker, dude. I'm like, let's fucking go, dude. Yeah. Vrabel without Derrick Henry is not a very interesting offense. Yeah, we could get Genty or something though, bro. You know what I mean? So all right, let me check my notes real quick. I think that was about it I wanted to cover with you guys. I was going to go over a little bit of future coaches. I don't even care at this point. I mean, I should care, but what I care more about is if the Raiders are going to do a full rebuild and if they're going to sign some of the players that they should sign, you know? So anything else you guys want to drop in the chat before we get on out of here, let me know. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. Maybe when we exit out of here, we'll play like the first 30 seconds of Hugh Jackson saying, rest in peace to Al Davis. I always loved that speech, man, about Al Davis. And what year was that? 2011? I wonder if there's a 2011 Raiders versus Texans. Oh. It was 2010 or 11. I think it was 2011. So this one.
The Oakland Raiders taking on the Houston Texans, and the news yesterday that the NFL has lost a legend. Raiders owner Al Davis passed away at the age of 82.
So, you know, as we sum all this up, the Patriot way lives on. And kind of feel like part of the Al Davis legend. And the Raider way has taken a back seat. So we'll watch these highlights. First game after Al Davis passed away. Rest in peace, Al Davis. I'll probably get flagged for this. I don't fucking care.
Taking on the Houston Texans, and the news
It's like
yesterday
3 minutes
that
long.
the
And then
NFL
we'll close out,
has
man.
lost a legend. Raiders owner Al Davis passed away at the age of 82. He was an innovator, a pioneer, and the face and lifeblood of the silver and black. All around the league, pro football remembers a larger-than-life figure. The Raiders are trying to take that next step as an organization now and become a legitimate playoff threat.
Are you ready for FanDuel's The Great Playoff Payoff? Who's in?
Wish for, because you're going to get exactly what you wish for.
Why is it being stupid? All right, here we go.
Listen up. Listen up. I was in a hard 24 hours, and I've let on to you guys. Losing that man hurt me more than you know. But you know what? Just like I told you, I know he loves you guys. Just like he loves his coaching staff and his organization. And that man, that was a hell of a job by you, Michael Huff. But I tell you this, Al Davis had his hands on that ball, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Al
sir.
Davis had his hand on that ball. Listen.
Tell you guys what, man. We might have left Oakland, and I know there's forces that be, money, dollars, that are trying to force us out of the Raider way. But I think it's important, some of the things that I've shown, to hit the heart and to hit home, hit deep, and understand that no matter what they do or what they try to take from us, that the Raider way will never die, no matter what they try to do to us, guys, because it is fading. If I'm being real with you guys, I know it's fading, and you guys do too, if we're being real about it. But it's moments like this, you know, you'd be like, why are you playing that old shit or whatever? Because it's important to remember the context. I'm not saying Antonio Pierce is exactly that, but there's been some coaches that really love this team, like a Hugh Jackson, like a John Gruden, even Antonio Pierce, even if he wasn't the best coach, or even if he was set up for failure, that there's guys that no matter the Tom Brady's or the flashy stuff or whatever, the new business owners of the Raiders or the NFL and what they push, that there ain't no quitting us, dog. There ain't no quitting us. The real Raider Nation, you know, there's only one nation, that's Raider Nation. We're never going to fucking quit, no matter what, no matter how many of these suit and tie and, you know, I can't say it without like coming off the handle, but no matter how much they try to push us to be soft and weak, I just want you guys to know, and everybody, and hopefully Mark Davis to know, we're not fucking quitting. They can quit on us. You guys can quit on us like you've done time and time again, but we're not giving up. And the hardcore Raider fans are never fucking going to leave. It's all the pussies that wanted to fucking lose and whatever. Go fucking tank yourself. So, and go tuck yourself too. There you go. I'm Hardcore Raider. There's only one nation. That's Raider Nation. Hardcore Raider out.